my channel, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Oh Crow Gal, and we're taking a little detour today, friends, and we're diving into a favorites video. I kind of always give this disclaimer at the beginning of these videos. We normally keep things very keto. Things are very keto around here. Hauls, what I eat in a day videos, recipe videos, reviews. But for my own like sanity and / or creativity, I always like to kind of do a favorites video every now and then, or an empties video. It just really helps me stay creative on my channel, and it's truly, a favorites video is one of my, probably my most, next to my hauls, my most favorite content to like put out. So I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I have been making a lot of purchases in quarantine. I think it's boredom. I think it's the fact that it's easy to, like, budget-wise, it's easy to justify because we aren't spending money on, you name it, eating out, gas, shopping in an actual store, spending money at SeaWorld, spending money at the Children's Museum, you know, doing all these things. So I've been making some purchases, and I'm just really excited to talk with you guys about this stuff today. So let's go ahead and start with the makeup. I got some makeup, some skincare, we got kitchen stuff, I got a Daisy favorite. So we're gonna start with makeup and just jump right in. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So Sephora had their big like VIB sale a month or so ago, I think, or a couple weeks back, and basically they give you like a range of 10 to 20% off. And my friend, she's like the top tier. It's because it's like based on how much you spend. And so she got 20% off. So she was like, if you want anything, let me know. A lot of this is from that, because I'm not usually one to break the bank when it comes to makeup. I like my Wet n Wild foundation. I like my Essence blush and highlighter. But for 20% off, it was like too good of a deal. So just kind of PSA on that. So this is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I have heard beauty gurus and people I follow on Instagram rave about this stuff, and it intrigued me because it's hydrating, and my skin is very dry. I have a really good skincare routine where I don't tend to feel dry throughout the day, but it's like, why not one more thing? Why not add one more thing that's gonna A, add hydration, and B, like literally grip my makeup. This is very, very sticky. It is super sticky. It's a gel, obviously, as you can see, but it's very sticky. I use about a pump and a half of it, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. It does what it says it does. It's super hydrating, and it grips my makeup all day long. I've actually recently been trying the It Cosmetics CC cream, the one that comes in like the tube with the little pump on the end. And a complaint that a lot of people have, you know, in the reviews, because I kind of read the reviews before I bought it, it's an amazing CC cream foundation that people rave about, but the one like complaint that almost most of the complaints are about is that it's not long wearing, and that by the end of the day it's breaking down. I do not notice that when I use it with this. I love this stuff, and I definitely think if you are in need of a hydrating primer and you don't mind, you know, spending a lot of it more than like an e.l.f. primer or a Wet n Wild primer, this is good. All right, moving right along, let's talk about some sponges. I know, it's not the most exciting thing, but y'all, these sponges are so good. I got these in a BoxyCharm, and I did double check the company that makes these to see if they sold them like on their website, just to make sure, so I'm not like raving about a product that you can't even buy, and they do. So this was a collab that BoxyCharm did with Hank and Henry. I did use these this morning, so they do look a little larger than normal. So it comes with this bigger sponge. It's fairly large. You can see it comes up to a point, and then this is just like flat on the end. I really enjoy this one. I like to use this, you can see there's powder on it, to put the powder underneath my under eyes to set it that way, and then also to just buff out my foundation. With most of my foundation, I use a brush, and sometimes I kind of have to go over and just like de-streak it, you know, sometimes you'll have like lines on your face, so I use it for that. And I just love this like kind of butt end of this sponge, you know, the beauty blenders, even the Real Techniques, you don't have this much surface area, so I've really been liking the large one. But the true winner here is this little itty bitty one that I was like, this is really? Like, this is just why. When I first got these in my box, I was like, this is so gimmicky. Like, what, this looks like you just like had an extra piece of sponge fabric and you were like, yeah, throw that in there. This thing is absolutely amazing. I have been obsessed with putting on my concealer with it. I put on my eye primer with it. It just, there's something with like the shape of it and how it comes to such a fine point, because I put my concealer all the way up to my lower lash line, so I can really get in there. Obviously it's a sponge, so like it's so small, but then you can even like fold it if you want to make it smaller. I just feel like when it comes to coverage and like distributing the concealer, I have never used any sponge that works as good as this little dumb little sponge. It's so good. I never in my life thought I'd be raving that much about a sponge, but cannot get over it. All right, let's keep it trucking. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like every product I'm like, I love it so much, buy it, but it's a favorites video, so there's gonna be a lot of love and a lot of me trying to sell you things in this. It's a beautiful color. It's like a mauve shimmer, and it comes with a fairly large doe foot. This one in particular is a little mini. It's a mini that came with, I believe it came with a highlighter. And funny story, so look at that sheen. So I wanted this for like the longest time. The full size is $19, and I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $19 on a lip gloss. So I went on Mercari and I got this little sample one. I had a credit on there, and I said to myself, if I really like it, I'll buy the full size. I bought this on Mercari, got it mailed to me. 2 days after I received it, went out and bought the full size. This lip gloss is similar to the sponge, is unlike any lip gloss I have ever used. It is so moisturizing. It feels like you're putting on like chapstick in like a lip gloss form, and y'all know I'm a chapstick fiend. It's not drying, it's not tacky, it's not sticky, it doesn't get all, you know, some lip glosses, they kind of like ball up on your lips. None of that. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing it on top of the ColourPop lip crayon in a Go-Go, I believe it's called. You can wear this by itself. You can wear it on top of other things like I am today. And I've just never, I guess I've never used a lip gloss with this type of formula. I love the Lorac glosses, but this blows even those, which are like my favorite gloss, out of the water. My girlfriend that got the Sephora discount, I was like, like when the sale happens, you have to get this, like you have to. And because she was kind of going back and forth, and I was like, no, you have to get it. And then once she got it, I was like, what do you think? You know, I just love like raving about something to someone and then having them be like, oh my God, I love it. She's obsessed. So if you're in the market for a lip gloss, they have multiple colors. I was gonna get the Sweet Mouth one, but then I decided not to once the sale rolled around, because that one is like a pink color. I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed. I wear it all the time, every day. I keep this one in my vanity in the bathroom, and then I have my full-size one that I got in my makeup bag that goes in my purse, so that we're covered in like all areas. All right, next up we have a blush palette, and this was definitely a splurge for me because I have so many more budget-friendly blushes, but I have had my eye on this for probably over a year, and I just thought now is the time. So this is the Jouer Blush Duo in Coquette. The packaging is just absolutely stunning. So you open it up and you get a full-size mirror, and then these are your two shades. So you have Seduce Me, and then this one is Tease Me. So this is like a berry pink, and then this is a lighter cool pink. What I love about this is, number one, I mean, just the colors and like how it applies. I have it on today. I don't know if in the lighting it's picking up that well, but I enjoy that these are matte. So this one is a matte and this one's a satin, but I think it's more matte. And what I do is I mix both of them. So I go into the deeper one first, and then I mix it over into the lighter, and then I apply it. It's so natural. It gives just like this natural flush on the cheeks. I want to say they maybe have 8 of these with all different colors inside. They have ones that are shimmering. ones that are like, you know, a little bit more glittery, more sparkly. That's not my jam when it comes to blush. I do enjoy highlighter for that purpose, but when it comes to blush, I am like matte, matte, matte all the way. And I mean, it took me a while to get my paws on this, but I'm so happy I got it. All right, next up is an oldie but a goodie. This is the ColourPop Brow Boss brow pencil. I have it in brunette. It is very similar to the e.l.f. brow pencil that I love, but I actually like this one more. And I kind of had forgotten how good this one was until I purchased it in, I think I bought it in early March. So it's very similar to the e.l.f. one. There's a pencil on one side. This pencil, and the main reason I like this product more, is that the pencil is a lot thinner than the e.l.f. pencil. So I feel like when you make the strokes and you form kind of like the beginning part of your brow, it looks a lot more natural. You can have a little bit more precision. Trust me, I am not, I spend like maybe 2 to 3 minutes, if that, doing my brows. I'm not about like the perfect brow, but this just looks a little bit more natural. And then I also like the spoolie on here better than the e.l.f. pencil as well. Which you might be thinking like, a spoolie is a spoolie is a spoolie, like what's the deal? This spoolie, the coils are like closer together, so I just feel like it brushes through more hair strokes than the e.l.f. one where the coils are wider apart. I just feel like it doesn't hit all of your brow hairs. And price-wise, like yeah, the e.l.f. one is $2, but this one's only $8, so we're not breaking the bank when it comes to this. And I just kind of like had forgotten how much I really enjoyed this, and once this runs out, I'm gonna be repurchasing this one instead of the e.l.f. one. All right, last makeup product. This was a surprising favorite. So I read an article and it was like, this is the like one mascara that's the best and you've never heard of it. And it was this, it was the Honest Beauty mascara. And I checked it out on Amazon. It was less than $15 and I was like, I'm gonna get it and see what all this hype is about. It's really, really good. So it's dual-ended. This side is your primer. So you put this on first and it does suggest that you wait 30 seconds. I have noticed a difference. If you don't wait, it just doesn't grip the mascara as well. So I put it on both lashes. You know, I don't count, but like I wait some time. And then on the other end is your mascara that you would follow up with. So it is a rubberized wand. So if that's not your jam, you will not like this. I really, really like this. This is a very, very good lengthening mascara. I don't think it provides much volume, but lengthening, I definitely see a difference. I have very short, wonky lashes. Like most of the time they're all like going into each other and they're short. So I need all the help I can get. And I've mentioned this before, but I am a 2 mascara kind of gal. I've been that way since high school. I layer my mascaras. So I've been wearing this with the Maybelline Falsies mascara, the one in the purple tube. And that combo, I feel like this gives me the length. The Falsies one gives me a lot of like volume and a little bit more like definition in my lash. Love it. PSA, all of this stuff will be linked below. Okay, onto a skincare product. So this is the Elemis Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice. It is a super hydrating gel. I got this in a BoxyCharm. You can see I've used about half of it and I love it. I really like the Buffet serum from The Ordinary. It's an everyday serum. I wear it morning and night, and it's just a like hydrating. There's a ton of like hyaluronic acid in it. It's so good for moisture, giving moisture to your skin. And the first time I tried this, I was like, oh my God, like I love this. So I've swapped it. So now I'm using this instead of the Buffet, and it is just, it's cooling when you first put it on. It's super hydrating and I really like the smell. It has like a very like fresh herbal smell. It almost smells like cucumber. It smells so good and it just, I mean, more importantly, does what it says it does. Again, I have very dry skin and so I put this on before my moisturizer, before any other serums. I use my toner and then I put this on and I've really noticed a difference. All right, on to some like home and kitchen items. This is the aromatherapy gentle foaming hand soap. This one in particular is the Sleep, the black chamomile and bergamot scent. And while this one is my favorite in the set that I purchased, for the sake of this video, my favorite is that entire set. I bought the whole aromatherapy set of hand soap. We were out of hand soap. It was like close to when quarantine first started, and I just thought like, why not? Everyone was really into like having the soap and the sanitizer and all that stuff. It's like everywhere is out of soap, why not just buy it online? I have mentioned before, like we are stands for the aromatherapy line. We love the bath soak, the bath salts, the foaming bath and shower gel. Like I just love all of the aromatherapy stuff. I feel like it is fantastic quality and it doesn't smell cheap. There is a very fine line at Bath & Body Works that you walk, and you either are gonna smell like 7th grade or you're gonna smell like these aromatherapy scents. And I just love, they just smell luxe. Like they smell expensive. And this one is my favorite one of the ones that we purchased. It also came with the eucalyptus tea, eucalyptus spearmint, lavender vanilla, orange ginger, just all of the best scents from the aromatherapy line, and I love it. All right, let's move on to some kitchen items. So, oh, this is like my new pride and joy. This is the Miroco milk frother. And we had been wanting to purchase a milk frother for a while, way back in the day when we used to have an Nespresso. Last year we purchased another Nespresso. I wanna say like 8 years ago we had one, and we had the Nespresso milk frother. And I just really wanted one again. We are kind of like crafting our whole coffee setup in our kitchen, and I just felt like this would be a perfect addition. So I found this on Amazon. I believe it was 50 bucks. I love it. Number one, it is so easy to use. Number two, it just looks really nice on the counter. So it comes with this base, which you have to plug in, and then it just sits on there just like so. And then down here you have your little buttons. So there are four, you can see there are four like lights right here, or where a light would go on if it was plugged in. And you can heat your milk. You can do a light warm foam, a dense warm foam, and then you can do a cold foam, which, I mean, for me, the cold foam was the seller. So it was like the main selling point to this. So on the inside, you can see you have your little frother thingamajig, I believe that's the technical term. There's a minimum and maximum line, so you don't have to be like, how much do I put in? How much is too much? There's a line in there to tell you. And then in the lid, you also get an extra one just in case you lose the other one, something happens to it. It's just a game changer when it comes to coffee. Like, it just kind of jazzes up your drinks, and I really enjoy that you can do so many things with it. In terms of keto, I really did my research when it came to what milks froth the best, and so far the only one I've tried that's done decent is the Natural Bliss Coconut Creamer. That half and half foams amazingly. I've also mentioned in a what I eat in a day video that I don't really mind using fat-free milk. It's what foams the best, keto or not keto, and I'm putting so little foam on top of my coffee that I'm not really worried about the carb count. The next one I'm gonna try are nut pods. The nut pods creamers I've heard are really good when it comes to making like a cold foam. I actually just placed another Thrive Market order, and I'm getting some nut pods in that. So I'll definitely keep y'all posted, but I just can't rave about this enough. It's a complete game changer, and I don't want to drink my coffee any other way. I just made one this morning. I made cold brew with the cold foam. I sprinkled some cinnamon on it. It's like you're your own barista essentially. All right, so next I want to talk about Broommate. So Broommate is a company, I think I saw it advertised on Instagram, and I'm a sucker, so I was like, oh, that looks interesting. What is that? Let me click on it. Let me see. Oh, cool. Let me buy it. It's just literally the chain of events. So the first thing I purchased from them was this. So this is essentially a very fancy schmancy, very high quality koozie for your slim 12-ounce cans. So this fits a White Claw, a Truly, all of those types of cans. It, you know, insulates them. Obviously there's a grip on the bottom, which is really nice, so it's not sliding around everywhere. There's, I forget what it's called. I think it's called like double lock technology or something, where essentially it makes it so that when you put it in, it stays in, like it's not coming out, but it's easy to pull out. You're not like, oh God, what do I do now? You know, shaking it, trying to get the can out. It goes in, it grips it, and then it's really easy to pull out. This also comes off in case, you know, I don't know, you need it to. I don't know why you would need that to come off. but you can also use it as a tumbler. Like you can just put ice and fill it with something, toss a straw in there. It's really cool and it really works. Like when I first started getting into hard seltzers, if you're new around here, I'm like a hard seltzer junkie. I love trying new ones. I love finding ones that are low to no carb. And excuse me, when I first started getting into them, the one annoying thing was how warm it would get. And like I have an insulated wine glass that I always put wine in, especially if I'm like taking a bath or something like that, or I'm gonna be outside where it's gonna be warm. And I just always found that like the White Claw would be warm. I'm not chugging it, so it would be warm before I finished it. So I would put it over ice. No joke, I would put it in my insulated wine cup and then put ice and pour my White Claw over the ice. So this is just like a game changer and I've been loving it. Is this a necessity? No. Is it something that I really like? Yes. So after I bought this and was getting a lot of use out of it, I went one step further and I got this one. So this one is a lot larger, and I don't know if you can see it by the camera, but the top is a lot wider. So this is for your soda can, your energy drink can, and what's really, you're probably thinking like soda can and energy drink can, those are two different sizes. Never fear, because it comes with this insert that you can slide in for when you want to put just a regular like soda size can in. So you don't have to worry about like the height of the can, the size of it. See what I'm saying? It grips it like, I'm all about it, you guys. I'm all about it. I just, you know, the energy drink to me is the same as a White Claw. I don't sit there and like chug a Bang energy drink. And then it's like by the time I'm, you know, halfway through it, it's warm, gross. And that, to me, that's not really one you can put over ice. So I've just really been enjoying these. Again, they'll be linked below. There are bagazillion, that was, yes, a technical term too, bagazillion colors to choose from. They have shiny ones. They have, obviously this one is matte. I'm just like, that's one Instagram buy that I'm like proud of. All right, 2 things left and then we're done. Next up is a Daisy favorite. So I purchased this for Daisy off of Amazon. I believe it's Melissa&Doug. Yep, it's the classic toy pattern blocks and boards. I remember doing these in like elementary school. But basically it comes with all of these mosaic tiles, tons of them, all different shapes. And then it comes with 5 of these boards. And the boards are double-sided, which is really nice. So you can see this one's a train and a fish. There's like a butterfly and a dog. And we have been loving these. And what I like is that sometimes she just wants to do them by herself. I mean, there's really like no explanation. It's not like a puzzle really where she needs a whole lot of assistance. You know, it's very self-explanatory. So sometimes she likes to do them by herself. Sometimes she likes me to sit across the table from her and I say, okay, how many yellows do you need? And she'll say 2. So I stack 2 and then I put them in front. Then I'll be like, how many reds do you need? 2. And so she'll have them all out in front of her, and also required her to count how many there were. This has just been a really great quarantine activity. I have made many an Amazon purchase for her during quarantine because it's been really hard to keep her busy. We don't have a yard. We have a patio, we don't have a yard. And so it's not like we can just go out and run around or go and do like, I don't know, buy a bunch of like water toys or something like that. So I've been purchasing a lot of like arts and crafts activities, and this one is a winner. All right, and then the last thing I want to talk about is a clothing item. It's a pajama jacket. That's what I'm calling it. I don't think that that's the actual like name of this clothing item, but I call it a pajama jacket, and it's by PJ Salvage. I see their stuff all the time at Nordstrom Rack whenever I'm there. It is like a brand that they carry at Nordstrom, and I am always freezing. I'm always cold, and I just was tired of like throwing on a hoodie you know, at night or whatever, and I wanted something cozy, but I didn't want a robe. I knew I didn't want a robe. Guys, this jacket is like, it's like a blanket. Like, it's like you're wearing a blanket, but it feels so much better because it has like sleeves and like some sort of like structure to it. I'm obsessed. It is comfy, it is cozy, it is warm, it just does everything I need it to do, and it's truly like one of the better things that I have purchased in a long time, and I am getting so much use out of it. I usually wear it like in the morning before I shower, kind of when like I'm getting Daisy her breakfast and doing all that type of stuff. And then at night when I'm like winding down and we're watching something on TV, or I'm sitting and doing my puzzle, I'm wearing it. When I purchased it, it was like, I wanna say 50 or 60% off because of the color. The color, the white that I got, or it's like a white or cream, was like significantly marked down. So if you're interested and you don't care about color, maybe keep an eye out, because that saved me a lot of money. And I didn't really mind it being white. Like, white is not a color I normally gravitate towards, but it's not something I'm going to be wearing out, so I wasn't worried about getting it dirty or anything like that. So I have just been loving it, and it's made quarantine just a little more comfy, a little more comfy cozy. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you today. I hope you liked this video. I hope you maybe learned about some products that you've never heard of before, or maybe I just solidified a thought that you had about something. I love watching favorites videos when they're done by people I regularly watch, because I trust them. I'm always very intrigued and interested to see what they're loving on, and I hope that you guys felt the same about this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. What are you loving? What are you enjoying? Have you tried any of what I mentioned? Can we bond in the comments about our common love for these products? Definitely let me know, and I will see you guys on Sunday for an update video and Monday for a grocery haul.